share with you more about the Joy Project, about the role of Ciamberere TTI in the Joy Project, together with other two hubs, CoELIB and Pwani University. So today we are waiting for more people to join, and then we will give the floor to you guys to know who is with us in this 3 days journey. We are excited to hear from you and what are the institutions and enterprises that are present in this group that are with us. So I want to first of all introduce to you the team who is coordinating this learning route together with me today. So we have Eric Bosire from Ustadi, Joy, project manager. Nancy from Ustadi, you know her very well. She will be in charge for logistics. Sambosa, all the way from Uganda, and he will talk to us about green jobs, renewable energy in the frame of Joy, how these opportunities can be taken advantage of. And Morgan Siguda, the Joy Project, and from Ustadi. Kelvin will be with us documenting the learning route, and the CoELIB team will be taking your pictures and filming you, so they will be with us during the 3 days also. But now, really, we want to invite Moses Watsetse to invite Judy Akaranga and open officially this program. Again, you have with you the field blog, which will tell you what will happen during these 3 days. We're very excited and happy to be together, and I will now leave the floor to Moses. Thank you.
Thank you, Valentina. All guests and visitors, good morning. Glad to have you here today. It's a day we have been waiting for so long, and it's here. We thank God for the journey mercies He accorded all of you to come, traveling all the way from your places. The Ciamberere, some of us were finding it hard to pronounce it, but now you are here with it. Especially Bosire here, but now he's we are glad that you've customized yourself with it. My duty is very, I just wish to acknowledge the team that we work with before I bring in the principal, Ciamberere TTI. There's a team that we work with in this coordination of the Ciamberere hub. We have Naomi Chebet. I think those that must have seen her. We have Forrester Odongo. I think you'll be interacting with him in the course of the day. We also have James Asuka, engaged somewhere because of duties as a dean of students as well. And then we have Rose Weswa, the active fellow on the ground. And myself, I'm Moses Wanzetse, and I'm glad to be part of this team. In the course of the day, feel free to interact with as much as you possibly can. I know there's a lot that you're going to interact with on round tables, but you also have other interactions beyond the round tables. You may be interested to see one or two other things. Feel free to ask and inquire to be taken around. Other logistics, I think, will be communicated as we go on. Allow me to take this opportunity to welcome principal will also find it good to invite or acknowledge the members of the board present.
Thank you, Mr. Wanzetse. My name is Judith Akaranga, Principal, Shamberere Technical Training Institute. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of us to Shamberere Technical Training Institute and to this learning route workshop. I would like to introduce members of the board who are present, and I would like them to introduce themselves by saying their names and who they are on the Board of Governors of Shamberere Technical Training Institute. Before they introduce themselves, I would like to say that Shamberere has a board of governors under a chair who is Engineer Musa Osieko, and 7 other members. There are subcommittees on the board of governors and a chair of every committee. So 2 members from 2 committees are present with us. Karibu sana, Bwana Wandabwa, and Mr. Kolecho, introduce yourself.
Our visitors today, good morning. My name is Eliud Kulecho. I'm a board member, Shamberere TTI. And I'm very proud with the Joy project. I remember when the principal told us about this project, we were very happy. As a member of the board, we want to encourage this Joy project to continue. So we shall support everything the Joy project will need. Thank you very much.
Good morning. All our partners, our visitors, welcome to Shamberere. We are very proud to see you, and we welcome you with both our hands, and we hope you're going to enjoy your stay here. My name is Duncan Wandabwa. I'm the chairman of education, the board, education committee, and also a member of the finance committee. I'll guarantee you one thing is this, that as a board, we've already made some steps to support our partners in the Joy project. And we've done that, and I'm sure they're aware about it now. And we'll continue to be a partner with you throughout this journey, and we guarantee you total support. We thank you all so much for being with us, and I hope that we're all going to have fruitful discussions as we try to improve the lives of our youth in this particular region, not only Western, but other environments also. Thank you all, and welcome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here in this Learning Route Experience Fair, I wish to welcome all the stakeholders who are partnering with us in this project. Personally, I would like to welcome all guests and visitors from Ustadi Foundation, from Prokasua, IFAD, CoELIB, as well as our invited industry players from around the Shamberere Satellite Hub. We feel greatly humbled, and we are ready for the task that is ahead of us in terms of training, mentorship, coaching of the youth in agribusiness, as well as facilitating attitude change. We keep our hopes as high as we sit to share our experiences and the capacities in assisting our youth get into wage or self-employment. I would like to ask you to feel at home in this technological and innovation hub, which stands out as a center of excellence in engineering and innovation in the region. We are proud to be a center of excellence in mechanical engineering. is up to the task, and we look forward to the success of the Joy project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Judith Karanga, for those words. We are very happy to see the services and products already. We already started seeing what are the services and products in the Joy project that Chambere. And of course, now we are very, very happy to hear from all of you. After Eric Bosire will share more information about Joy, you will also tell us what you are looking for, how you're looking for to engage with Chambere TTI. What can you offer, and what your expectations are for these agreements, for these collaborations that hopefully will be forged during this project. Yeah, so I'm very glad to give the floor now to Eric Bosire to understand even more what the Joy project can offer to all of you, and then we will open the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Valentina. Before I begin, I also want to tell or just register our thanks to Madam Principal, the staff, the board of Chambere for hosting us, and as well as for the remarks that we have given. That she has given. I'm glad to note that the concept and the model of the project is beginning to sink in. Sink in the sense that now we are beginning to talk about what? Wanandabu. I like doing these things. I'm not a lecturer, but I like participatory processes. Where we are talking to each other or with one another, to at each other. I'm not talking at you. Wanandabu, what is beginning to sink in terms of the overall, what we are seeing? I've had Madam Principal mention one or two interesting things, especially the last ones. Is the jobs bit. Yeah? Now I'm helping you because I know you are just about to answer, but go ahead. Do we have another working mic? I know the team from CoELIB. Yeah.
What has sunk in is, from the first meeting we had with the Joy and other partners, is that we as an institution, we've come up with, made some steps to foster what you had imparted in us. Number one, as you can see, we are starting with the solar issue that is going green. Then on the farm project, I know we have started some work there, so that we can be ahead of what you had anticipated us to do. So that we know that we are trying to focus on the real issues that are going to create jobs for the youth that are agri-based. So that I can say that our institution is going to stay doing that.
Thank you very much, Wanandabu. I will fast track this now. But as I said, I didn't even realize that you had even picked that one, but it will come later. There's a bit of an echo. Yeah? Is there something I can do to mitigate that? Anyway, so I was saying that I'm glad to note that Shamberere TTI is also beginning to think the future. Sam will talk about this tomorrow, Mr. Sam Bosa. And I like the fact that you are already beginning to have a debate or a conversation around green jobs. Now, I'm not very sure whether I can continue with this thing. There are a few already. There are already a few of us that are aware about joy. So just to dive in. Rural youth employment opportunities through integrated hubs in Cameroon and Kenya. And as the sentence there, or the project name clearly states, this particular project, Joy in Descent, jobs open for the youth, as it is called, is present in Cameroon and Kenya. I wouldn't be doing the project justice if I don't be emphasizing again that in fact most of the is around. So Dr. Gogo is here. And then in Nakuru County, where we are working with CoELIB-Egerton University. Yeah? So, for all intents and purposes, you are now 3 hubs. We shall, as we continue to interact, we shall see whether we now start calling them hubs and satellites, or you are just 3 hubs. Huh? Okay. Yeah? So the whole concept of satellites may not necessarily feature, but just know that as a hub, you are the principal hub as well here. Eh? How you interact then with each other is another thing as we go. Next slide. So anyway, before we go to next slide, the total, and I'm glad, this is what Madam Principal said. The project is focusing on 2 pathways to employment. And I think Mr. Ondabwa said that again. Huh? But again, just to see whether we have been listening, I'm going to ask Moses, what are those pathways? Because if you don't know, then others won't know. Okay, that's correct. Wage and self-employment, let me adjust the percentages a bit, yeah? The youth that we shall be working with. Elgon, are you here? No? In Kakamega, who are expected to transition to wage employment, and then 375 who are expected then to benefit from self-employment. But in turn, we are also hoping that those 375 can employ another 5 people each in their enterprises. So self-employment, I mean, in total, I mean, we are looking at those north of 2,000, if we can, yeah? But the bare, what do they say? The irreducible, the bare minimum, the irreducible minimum is that 375. If we surpass, and I want us to surpass, then we are doing well, okay? My colleague is here, just again to refresh, or I don't want to pick on Madam Principal. Morgan, what is the target for Kakamega? No, he knows these ones off head.
For Kakamega. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, so the target for Kakamega is 500 youth appropriated as 350 for wage employment, that will be 70%, and the 150 for self-employment, that is the 30%.
At this stage, if we are scared and cannot achieve, we can end the meeting. Anyway, it's 300, okay, on a more serious, is 350 achievable? Yeah? But it requires a lot of work. Eh? It requires some work. However, we are not also just talking about just new jobs. Eh? We are also talking about skilling and reskilling. Yeah? And there's another term that was mentioned to me by Sam the other day, upskilling. Yeah? Okay. So even if we have employers, yeah, in the private sector and so forth, who see the need to skill, reskill, or upskill some of their staff, those are people who should benefit from the services of the hub. Okay. And in two areas. Number one, technical skills. Yeah. Number two, soft skills. Yeah. Communication, attitude, how to write your CV. Eh? Those kind of things. Eh? Those kind of skills, the project will also support. Yeah? So it's technical and soft. Even me at my age now, I need some reskilling. There are some things I've forgotten. Yeah? Okay. So if somebody actually approached me, it's just that I'm not a youth. Huh? If somebody approached me and told me, Shamberere is offering this service, huh? At no cost to me, and I'm an employer. Are there employers here? Yeah? What would you say? You are here. Somebody approached you and said, there's this service being offered at Shamberere, both technical and, yeah, and soft. Would you jump at it? Okay. Sawa. So that's where we are at. I just want to set the stage so that right from the beginning we know what we are talking about. Huh? Yeah? So it is skilling, reskilling, upskilling, technical, soft. Huh? Number two, it does not necessarily have to be focused on, and I will come to that slide, on just the agricultural bits. Huh? If an organization or an enterprise needs some reskilling in accounting, yeah, or in that department. We were talking to an enterprise in Nakuru, and when we now mentioned this and hit the nail on the head, they now said, then in that case, we have this number of people with, yeah? Okay. So it does not necessarily have to be around agricultural production and so forth. It could be something in electrical. Somebody needs to install an electrical system. Huh? Another one maybe needs to, what Mr. Wanda is to put in a solar system maybe for for greening. Yeah? If, for example, Mr. Wandabwa, you wanted to do that, since you mentioned it, who are you using right now? Ati? I want us to hear that properly.
We have had outsourcing basically.
You have heard that they are outsourcing. The hub is outsourcing. It's okay. What does that mean? It means that here, I'd like all of you to have those kind of skills in-house so that you don't have to outsource. Huh? And by having that in-house, you're also creating an employment opportunity for somebody. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Next slide.